Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is unit testing. While doing unit testing, how to return rows where at least one column is null. If you see this example, so suppose you assume that you have some 1,000 rows in your data frame, or you can say your target table. And in target table, maybe assume your own bronze table. So once your data move to bronze table and you want to check out of 1,000 records, how many records has this kind of scenario? That means main intention is to find nulls. So this particular unit test, it is mainly dedicated to find at least one null in particular row. Suppose if you take this particular row, if you see here in this, you have one null. So that means I want to list the rows. Each row has at least one null. It can be more than one also, but I want to filter at least one null. And if you see this second row, in this I have one null. If you see this particular row, so here I have two nulls. And if you see this particular row, I have 1, 2, 3 nulls. And here 1, 2, 3 nulls. And in this row, I have one null. And in this row, I have two nulls. So why I want to check this one is, suppose if you see in this department column, so here one null is there, here one is there, here one is there. So I want to verify whether this null is reasonable. That means it is valid or invalid. So once I found this particular row in department column, this I got null means I want to cross verify with source tables or source data, whether source also has nulls this particular record. So for that, I want to do unit testing. So I want to list down all the rows. So at least one column has null. So now how to do this one? So for this, I created one table here. This is my number of columns and this is my insert script and this is my table here. So if I will take one screenshot of this. So first what I will do is I will use R condition. By using R condition, how to achieve this? So here I return select star from table and I return where condition. So in where condition, I am writing is null for all the columns. So if you see here, I mentioned all the columns. So name, department, customer ID, change date, load date, status, description. So for all this, I given is null condition. So and between each column, I given R condition. So that means if you see in this name column, so I found few nulls in this name column. If you see here, we don't have any nulls here. So since I given R condition, so then it can be neglected. Next, if you come to department, in department, I have one null here. Okay, so then this row, it will filter. Then it will filter row. And parallelly, it will check for other columns also, customer ID, change date, to check is there any further nulls. So in all the columns, we have one null. So if you see in our result, this row will be get filtered. See here, Jagdish, HR, null. See here, Jagdish, oh, before that, here one null is there. So first it will filter this one. So in name column, in name column. So in first condition, we don't have null here. And the second column, we have null here. And if you come to third column, we have null here. So it will print this one also. And if you come to here, this particular row, so here we have null. So then this row also, it will filter. Next, if you come to this row, so here we have one null. So it will filter this row also. So it, since we given R condition, it will check for all the columns. So that means each and every row it will check, each and every row it will check, and for each and every column it will check whether null is there or not. Since we given R condition, if any one of the column has null, then it will filter out. So based on that, we are getting 5 rows here. If you see in this row, see here, at least one null you will get. So in total one row, see here one null is there. This row we have one null. So here we have one null. So here we have one null. Here also we have one null. So it will filter like this based on our condition. So here earlier I given here star, select star. So that it listing whole table. So instead of that, I want to know only the count. So I given count star. So remain logic is same and it giving the count. So how many rows it has? At least one null. So next what I'm doing, I'm using case statement. In case statement, select star. So I want to display all the columns. In case statement, what I given, I written same logic here. When name is null or department is null, customer ID is null. So all columns I mentioned by using R condition. So this logic is same and same way it will work. Only difference is if this particular condition satisfies, it will print as 1. If it is not satisfying, 0. And we given end as null check. If you see here, at the end, one column is added, that is null check. And what is given is 1. 1 when we'll get it is if this condition is satisfied. When this condition is satisfied, it will print 1. So why we got 1 here? So we have null here. At least one null is there. So that's why we got 1 here. But if you see second one, so we don't have any nulls in this. So that's why you're printing 0. And if you come to here, so here at least one null is there. That's why printing 1. And for these 3, so we don't have any nulls in these 3 rows. And a similar way, here we have one null here. So that's why we are getting 1 here. And for next 2 rows, we don't have any nulls, we are getting 0. And similar way, it will so on will check all the rows. And later, since we given select star, no, since we given select star, it giving like this. So later what we can do is we can filter out only once. So in I given select star case statement, no, so from table, after that you can use where condition where null check is equal to 1. So that what will happen, it will filter only once. So that means whichever rows has at least one null value. So next, our last method is using not exist or except method. So here this logic is same, this where condition is same, and here I given select one. That means select one means if this condition satisfies, it will print as 1. This only representation. So it will print as 1. So if this condition satisfies, it will give you output. This inner query will give you output either true or false. So if it is true, that means exist, then what will happen? It will print the row. If this gives a false, then it will skip here. So based on this condition or conditions, so total we have 5. So we are getting these 5 rows. Okay, so in this one, so total we discussed 3 methods to get uh, the rows which at least one column has nulls. So that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.